Hey guys, how you doing? So, for some random reason, I feel fresh, and I said, why not? Why not doing some blindfold, only chess? So, let's try. Okay, to do blindfolded, first I'm gonna pick only challenges that are casual. That's first rule. Second rule is rapid or classical. And third rule is going to be, no, now I need to go to my preferences. And there must be a preference for this. Material, game behavior maybe? Game behavior. Castling method, move confirmation, take back primos. No, where it is? Maybe it's in game display. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it's here. Blindfold chess, invisible pieces. Yes. Okay, preferences have been saved. So now I should be blindfolded when I play. Okay. Well, then let's play a game and try our skills, our blindfolded skills. I have a 1 minute game challenge. No, sorry Yeti. We have a 25 minutes game here. Maybe we can start with that. 1300 guy. Okay, let's accept it. Let's start with something easy, hopefully. He plays e4, I'm gonna play knight f6 and go for the Alekhine. And now, importantly enough, I'm gonna share in the chat I think I can do this, and then you can have the command there. Okay, it's not working. Give me a second. F3. Wow, he played F3. Okay, let's play E5. My command didn't quite work. We were trying to get our rating into the elite section. Yeah. That for the next stream. Hello, by the way. Okay, if the command game I cannot use it because it's already taken, let's use the command current. Let's see if this works. Current. Nightbot. Nightbot is trolling me. Queen e2. Okay, this game is already nuts. Queen e2. Let's play bishop e7. Nightbot is so lazy, yes. It says the command was added, but it's not working. Okay, then I will share the game directly. But yeah, I prefer the command option so that I don't have to type it in anytime someone asks for the link. Anyway, you can follow the game directly on Lichess by following the link. I'm gonna keep playing it blindfolded. A3, so I'm gonna castle. Okay, so far I played knight f6, e5, bishop e7 and castles, that's okay, but my opponent played e4, f3, that's strange, queen e2 and a3. Very strange position. Very strange development to my eye. To my eyes. To my eyes, but I'm not... to my eyes, that's ironic. Anyway, c3. Okay. c3. And Peshke is here. Is watching also. Okay, so... c3. That's really weird. a3, c3. I guess he's trying to play d4. But this structure here, this queen here, yeah, everything is so unusual that I don't even know how to punish it. I think I'm gonna go for d6 and try to put the bishop on a6. That queen on e2 is asking for it, and all those light squares. Yeah, let's see. b4. So is he playing connecta 4? He needs to bring the pawn to a5 to do connecta 4, right? Okay. Okay, bishop a6, maybe b5, and then bishop b7. That might be interesting. Yeah, let's do it. Bishop a6, b5, bishop b7, and then I can play either a6 and d5. I'm prepared for the two breaks. But d3 was his option. Fek, F-A-K-Q, I don't know how to spell that. Fek, thanks for the follow, man. Okay, so this pawn structure, I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't know the purpose of it. I guess I can already break on d5. Yeah, let's go. Maybe I give up a pawn on e5, but my development is much better. Okay, he took it. I can always take with the queen, defending the e5 pawn. Or play bishop d6 or stuff like that. Okay, there's a pawn on c3, so there's no knight c3. So maybe, yeah, taking with the queen, and if c4, queen e6, b5, bishop e7, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna take with the queen. Not the kind of... this is not the kind of opening that I want to play in Blindfolded. In Blindfolded, you usually want to play positions that you already played before, so that you don't need to remember where all the pieces are. Because here only a couple of pawns got traded, so still a lot of stuff over the board, and I need to remember where everything is, and the position is so weird. So bishop g5. Bishop g5. I have a knight on f6, bishop on e7, the pawn on e5. It's a pity to have the pawn on e5, otherwise queen takes g5 would be interesting. But e4... wait, is the pawn hanging on d3? Is bishop takes d3 a move? Okay, let me remember the game. The game went e4, knight f6, f3, e5, queen e2, bishop e7, a3 castles, c3, b6, b4, bishop a6, d3, d5 takes with the queen, bishop g5. Yeah, I can take on d3, right? It is... oh no, he has the bishop on f1, bishop f1, queen e2. Okay, I'm so stupid. Blunderfest. This is Blunderfull, man. This is Blunderfull. Okay, I'm gonna trade queens. Never mind. Uh, I sack a piece for a pawn for no reason. Oh, thankfully he keeps playing these strange moves. So now bishop h4 check is my first instinct. But okay, the structure changed a little, so I need to remember what happened here. So the d3 pawn is gone. I still have the pawn on e5, the bishop on f6. He has the bishop on d3. And I have... Okay, where are my pieces? I have the bishop on f6. And the knight is still on b8 undeveloped. Those are all my pieces, because the bishop that was on a6, I traded it on d3. I sacrificed it, let's say. And the knight on f6, he took it. So I have bishop on f6, knight on b8, and he has bishop on d3, knights still on b1 and g1, as far as I know. And the pawn structure f3, g4, h2. Yeah, I don't know. Let's do the check. Bishop still on d3, e5. He has pawns on c3, b4, e3. I think my opponent is offline now. Let me have a look at Nightbot commands. In the meantime, login. Commands. Okay, this is annoying. My opponent is offline. So we might be here stuck watching an empty board. Custom commands. Next. Okay, I don't see the current command here, so it didn't really work. I did it. Yeah, I see my mistake. I see my mistake when I added commands. I think now should be working. Yes. Okay, my opponent left, which is unfortunate. Let's claim the victory. Let's go to the analysis board and show this beauty. Okay, at least in the analysis board I get to see the board. Yeah, the game is exactly as I remember it. And taking on d3 is terrible. Let's try to do better now. Let's try to do better. Uh, 20 minutes game. A 30 minutes game with a 1500. That might work. Let's see. We're white. Let's play e4. And now let's see if I can do this. Well, if my opponent does not play, maybe I don't end the command. The command. Yes, he played c6. Okay, let's go. Because it's a slow game, I'm gonna go for the 2 knights line that I like. Okay, this should fail. And maybe I can do it like this. Edit com. There you have it. Okay. e4, c6, knight c3, d5, knight f3, still theory. This is much better than the previous game, because now at least I'm in theory. I know this position. Easier for blindfolded. D took e4. D takes e4. Of course I'm gonna take back with the knight. I'm just trying to remember the follow-up. Okay, so he played c6, d5, and d takes c4. So I have the knights on f3 and e4. He has the pawn on c6, nothing else is developed. Until now, bishop f5. So one idea is knight g3 and the other is queen e2. Is queen e2 a move? No, I think the line goes knight g3 in this case. Queen e2 is good against knight d7 or knight to f6. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go knight g3 with my queen still defending c2. Bishop g6, h4 probably. Bishop g6, yes, let's go h4. And eventually I'm gonna bring the knight to e5, maybe now. Maybe knight e5 first was better. Yes, I think knight e5 first was better. Never mind, I'm gonna play d4 and knight e5. Let's start with knight e5. Yes. But yeah, it was better to go knight e5 first, because now he has the chance to hide on h7. No, he doesn't, because he played h5, not h6. Okay, so this is still fine. Okay, so the thing with blindfolded is this is probably going to work very badly as a video. The recorded session will not work very well. This works well when the viewers are watching the game live, but I don't see any viewer watching the game, so I guess this session is a fail. Maybe I just stop streaming and do something different. Queen d6, defending the bishop laterally. Okay, I guess d4 makes sense. And we're sort of transposing into a queen d6 is candy, but with h5 and bishop g6. Knight d7. Now that queen is a little bit strangely placed on d6. For example, bishop f4 might be an idea. Yeah, bishop f4, I like it. What else do I have? The thing with bishop f4 is I'm not threatening anything, basically. As nice as it is, I'm not threatening anything. Another idea is f4. Might be too crazy. Hey Jackie, what's up? I'm here playing some Blindfolded. Here it is, the current game, if you want to watch it. If you want to see where the pieces are. Okay, so my two ideas are f4 and bishop f4, because, yeah, he's threatening the knight. I also have knight c4. Knight c4, queen b4 check c3. Still okay, the bishop defends the knight from f1. And it's very Scandinavian type of position. Very tempting. All the options are tempting. Knight c4 is tempting, f4 is tempting, bishop f4 is tempting. Well, f4 doesn't go very well along with h4, so I think I'm going to discard that one, at least for a blindfolded session. Bishop f4 does not have a threat. So what about knight c4? Okay, let's go with knight to c4 and see what happens. Queen e6 check, I have bishop e2, normal, bishop e2 or bishop e3. Okay, I guess my knight was very, very well placed on e5. So maybe knight c4 is not so great, but okay, I win a tempo. I can always go back. So you hate Blindfolded or you hate the Caro-Kann, Jackie? Okay, so queen e6 check, bishop e3, knight b6. I go back to e5. Queen e6 check, okay. So bishop e3 or bishop e2? I think bishop e3, because this bishop probably wants to go to d3 in the end. So I'm gonna go bishop e3. The blindfold. You hate blindfold. Sorry, I didn't know it. I didn't know it. Okay, that queen is really bad placed on e6. With the queen on e6 and the bishop on g6, black has no easy way to develop this bishop on f8 now. And I'm drawing circles, as if you know what I'm talking about. I guess you are. I guess you do. Long castle, wow. Okay, so he castled long, now a7 is weak. The structure is like this because it's a carol, the knight is on d7. The rook is now active, I give him that. But I have this beautiful knight here. Now I really want to play bishop f4 at some point, so maybe it's time to castle. Now, is it dangerous to castle with my pawn h4? Knight on c4, bishop on e3, knight on f3, the bishop on f1. I can castle, the bishop is on f1. Okay. Bishop e2 maybe then. d5 is a move. Maybe it's too crazy. d5, pawn takes, queen takes d5, and if bishop takes c2 I trade queens, and if queen takes d5, knight takes d5, bishop takes c2 is not possible because of rook c1. So d5 breaking the position is maybe too crazy, because my king is still in the center. Opening the d file probably not the best, but I wanted to do it when the knight's still on d7. Now I think I'm gonna just castle. Bishop e2, right? Bishop e2, yeah, bishop e2. Okay, Jackie. So only a couple of pawns were traded. So that means there's a great chance for me to blunder, to miss the position of one piece. So I have my bishops on e2 and e3, my knight on g3 and the other on c4. A little bit weird, the position of the knights. Knight gf6, okay. Good news is it doesn't have a threat. So, as far as I see. So I'm gonna castle. Bishop still on g6 and queen still on e6. So the bishop on f8 and the rook on h8 are still very hard to develop. Well, maybe the rook can be developed via h6 at some point, not now because I have the bishop on e3. But at some point. Yes, Violatic is here. He's not very talky, but he's here. I think Violatic is disappointed with me because he thought I was going to go for the 2200 rating instead of doing this stupid blindfold idea. Blindfold is tough to watch. Yeah, I mean, that's why I shared I had two ideas. One idea was to have a separate window with the real game, to share it in another part of the screen, and then you should trust me when I say I don't watch it. That was one idea. And probably that's the best way to stream blindfolded. But I really wanted to do it just like this because if you are here following, you can follow on Lichess, the real game. And yes, it's for the live show. I mean, the recorded video is going to be useless, but at least if you are watching it live, it could be interesting. It's more of a stream to chat and interact with the chat because, yeah, the recorded material is going to be very useless for anyone watching it, I think. Okay, knight c5. Now, knight c5 is cute because I have a pawn here, but he has a rook here, and my queen is on d1. So, okay, I understand the move, but as soon as the knight moved away from d7, my idea was to return to e5 with my knight. Now, the thing is, can I... knight e5, if queen takes e5, I win an exchange, so that's good. What is this knight doing on c5 anyway? I don't see any threat. I don't see the threat. Maybe he wants to put a knight on e4 at some point, but okay, for now. So, okay, one idea is to just move the queen to really attack the knight. But I think I'm gonna first go to e5 back, which was my idea. And now that the knight is on f6, the queen is no longer defending g6, I might threaten to ruin his pawn structure with knight takes g6. Although, well, it's not so strong now that the king is castling the other side of the board. Anyway, the knight was badly placed on c4, so I guess knight e5 is a decent move. With knight e5 I might have also the threat of bishop c4 against the pawn on f7. Yeah, that might be a threat. Probably stronger than the threat of taking on g6. So I do really have a threat. Yay! I'm gonna pre-move d takes e5, just in case. Yeah, I don't know, maybe blindfolded is too boring, especially with narrow audience. So yeah, maybe it's I'll do just a little experiment and then we can go do something different. Knight g4, wow, totally unexpected. Totally unexpected. Okay, first of all, it defends the bishop with the queen. Secondly, it attacks my knight on e5. It's defended by pawn and queen, but I have it attacked 3 times as far as I can see. Knight, bishop and queen. So the first question is, what happens after knight takes knight? Pawn takes knight, bishop takes. Am I missing something as in the previous game? Am I blundering there? Knight takes knight. It's forced to take with the pawn. What else? And then bishop takes, attacking the queen, pinning it to the king, by the way, and with the knight on g3. Oh man, that's gorgeous. I'm gonna take. So I think he cannot take on g4, he has to find something else. Okay, he took. Let's take. I have this feeling that I might be blundering, but But I think I have a knight on... Ah, okay, the bishop's still defending the pawn, so I cannot take it. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, then let's just put the bishop back and keep playing. Or what? Yeah, I have a bishop on e3, so should be careful if he prepares f4 at some point, but it's gonna take a long time to prepare that. Okay, so I'm a pawn up, and queen here, bishop here, pawns here, pawns. These pieces here are not happy. Pawns. Yeah. And I might be playing queen f3 or something like that. That can be a threat. Queen f3 can be a threat to put more pressure here and also attack the knight on c5 by unpinning myself. So yeah, queen f3 might be probably my threat. Hey Jackie, welcome back. Rook takes h4, I didn't see that one. I didn't see that move was possible, but of course after h takes g4 we open that line. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. So f4 still not a threat though, because he would hand the queen. So what happens with queen f3? Queen f3, the knight on c5 has to move. Then I have some bishop g5 ideas, or knight takes f5. Yeah, knight takes f5 actually. Yeah, I think queen f3 should be a good move. As long as I'm not blundering again. Let's do it. You have to go again. Now the knight should be hanging on c5. And I'm attacking f5 a lot of times. So I might be taking a pawn. What's a little annoying is Liches is ahead of the commentary. Also that. Yeah, you're right, Violatic. I didn't think about that. The complicated by high production value way to stream is to restream the game as a viewer. Oh, well, no, what I would be able to do, Violatic, and I think I might try the next time. The other idea I had, I think I might try the next time, is I open a new browser. It has to be not logged in my account, so it can be either another account, but being the same computer, I'm not sure if I can do it. Probably I can. Anyway, at least another Liches tab. Yeah, another browser instance as a watcher of the game. Maybe as just an anonymous user watching the game. And I capture both boards, this and the real board, and I share that with you in other part of the screen. I don't know, under my camera or something like that. And then you have it at the same time I'm streaming it. Well, restream as a viewer. That's what you meant. Okay, that's what you meant. Okay, I understood. I understood in a different way. I thought you meant streaming again later. Okay, then we're on the same page. Okay, 94. I think it must be a terrible move. Uh, yeah, I think it is clear if I put it clear on the screen, like exactly the same screen that I have now, but instead where you have this liches.org, the logo and the name of my opponent and mine and etc. So exactly, to the left of the clocks, I can put a board that says real board or something like that. Or I can do it the other way around and put it bigger for you, but I don't know if that fits. Anyway, 94 save the knight, but I think I can take with the knight on f5 and be killing him because I'm attacking the rook. There's no knight e2 fork because I have the bishop on e3, and after knight takes f5 he can't take because bishop takes, he hangs the queen, and I'm hitting the rook, he cannot take my knight, and I'm threatening to move the knight with check, for example, and win the queen. So yeah, I'm not sure, maybe I'm missing something along the h file, maybe I get mated or something, but I think knight takes f5 is gorgeous here. You know what, I can actually try to do what we're talking about, but it's going to be a little bit of cheating at this moment because I'm gonna have the chance to see the real position, although I think I have it in my mind. um, but yeah, I might try to set up that now. Or maybe I should wait until the game goes a little bit longer. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to have a look at the real position, although I think I have it in my mind. Anyway, I have plenty of time, so I think I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. So I open a new browser and I log in as an anonymous user, copy the link of the game, paste it here. I'm going to try not to watch deep into the position. And now in the streaming software I should be able to capture this new window. Let me see. I need to add a new layer here. Capture, screen capture. New one. Real game or something like that. Select a window. Google Chrome. I have, yeah, this is the one. And now let's see if I can crop it properly. Crop, left, right, bottom and top. And now let's try to make it smaller and put it over here below my face. Okay, I think I have it, Violatic. So I'm gonna share it now. You must be seeing it. And I'm going to hide this window. For me, now I don't see the window, but I think you can still, I think you should still see it, the board behind my face, below my face. How's that, Violatic? Do you think that can work? Bishop h5. Whoa, this is messy now. Okay, bishop h5 is a good attempt, definitely. He's hitting my queen. Is it okay, Violatic? Is it okay like this? Because, I mean, I cannot see that window. I promise you, I cannot see that window, but I can see the streaming software, and the streaming software is showing exactly what I'm streaming. So if I look there, this is the monitor where my camera is. Here it is the screen where I'm streaming. So anytime you see that I'm watching the camera, I can be cheating. But if I'm looking at this, I cannot see anything. Anyway, I think I had the position anyway in my mind. So bishop is defended by the rook, and it's attacking my queen. My queen cannot take the knight here because it's defended by the rook also. Annoying rook. The rook is hanging, so is my queen. You have to hide stream previewing OBS. No, actually, well, first of all, I don't use OBS, but yeah, I use Game Show. But anyway, I don't want to hide it because I prefer to see what I'm streaming just in case something breaks. But I think now there's no problems with the delay, as long as you don't watch the real game on Lichess. If you watch it on the stream, there's no you see at the same time what I say and the real board below me. Okay, so bishop f5. I need to come up with something here. Okay, one idea is to take the rook, simply, because I'm threatening the queen. And his queen cannot take my bishop because I regain with my queen. So if he takes my queen, I take his queen with check. So that's probably the easiest, to take the rook. If he takes my queen, I take the queen on e6 with check, f takes e6, which is also, I mean, terrible from a position point of view, and then knight takes f3, or even pawn takes, knight takes. Yeah, so taking the rook seems gorgeous. What's another idea? I had the ideas of the checks with the knight. You had to rely on us to tell you about problems, though. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take the rook. Take the rook. Yeah, let's go. Ah, this is funny because now I have two windows open. I heard the move twice. Never mind. Okay. Don't look at that. Okay. I have 12 minutes left, and I think I'm winning. So I will. This also allows. This also let us see your arrows more clear what you're thinking about. Well, not exactly, because my arrows I'm gonna use them on the empty board. Yeah, I can mute that tab. So this arrow is on the empty boards, but But okay, yes, I guess you can see it clearly because you see all in the same page. Okay, I think I'm gonna take it with the queen. Unless I'm missing something, that should be great for me now. Queen takes is check, right? You can still see your face, empty board. Open a notepad and put it over that part of the stream preview. Yeah, I could do that. Anyway, it's so small that I need to really go like this to see the. Now that he resigned, I will try. I need to come this close to really appreciate the board. So I think it would be clear for you, but yeah, I can hide it. Okay, this game went not so terrible. Let's analyze it. I think I played very decently. I think I did not blunder in this one. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay, two knights variation of the Caro-Kann. Main line goes bishop g4 here, but there are other moves that are playable. D takes e4 is a playable move. E6, the typical g6, etc. Those are playable moves. E4, for example, is already suspicious move, if I remember correctly. Anyway, D takes e4, knight takes e4, bishop f5, knight g3, all very normal. Bishop g6, and here h4. Yeah, I think knight e5 first is the way to go. Because after h4 there's h6 instead of h5. He went h5, but h6, and if I go here, he has the h7 square. Now in the game, after h5 here, he can't go here because, yeah, this would be hanging. Actually, I would take with the queen probably to hit this, yeah. So yeah, I think here h6 would have been more normal, and back here knight e5 would have been more normal. And the idea is I'm hitting this guy and I'm gonna push h4 to try to force this pawn to move, and then I take and ruin the structure. Anyway, some nuances there, but in the end I got to this position, which should be great. Queen d6, interesting attempt to defend laterally so that I don't ruin the structure by taking on g6. d4 is normal, knight d7, and here is where I play knight c4. Okay, this is very Scandinavian type of move. But I thought bishop f4 was nice, and I thought f4 would be probably my move of choice in an over the board game. Hey, Camarón con queso, hello. Yeah, I think f4 was very, very tempting here. Let me see what the engine says here. Knight takes d6 is winning on the spot, and f4 is the second best move. Okay, the engine really loves this knight takes d6 move. Yeah, I thought I would do it eventually at some point, but yeah, after knight c4 I will not. Anyway, check. This is normal. Yeah, the game didn't have much history. This knight c5 move was very suspicious. Very suspicious, I have to say. It's very I mean, how to say this? Sometimes you see a move that is cute. Oh, I can bring the knight here because this is pinned versus the queen. Okay, that's nice, but what is the knight doing there? I don't see a good threat, and eventually, if tactics start to happen, this knight might be in trouble, as it happened in the game. Okay, I thought maybe the idea was to go here, and that had a point. But the problem is the knight was controlling e5, it's not controlling it anymore, so I went back to by far the best square for my knight. And now I do have a threat. This is my threat, bishop c4. As well as knight takes g6, now that the queen is no longer defending it. Knight g4 seemed also suspicious because after takes, he has to play f5, and I'm a pawn up. He tried to take on h4, but yeah, queen f3, attacking this, yeah. d5 is an interesting move. Yeah, I think d5 was an interesting move. I thought about d5 for the first time here or here. I can't. No, it couldn't be here. Here I thought about d5 for the first time. Although here it doesn't work. What did I think here? Did I miss that my knight is on c4 and not on c3? Why did I think about d5 here? I can't remember. And when he made the knight move, you mean here? d5? Nah, I don't like that move in this particular position. I think it's probably a bad move. It's just losing the pawn. I don't see. What is the idea? You both think d5 was the best? Tell me the idea, because I don't see it after rook takes d5. Even, I mean, rook takes d5 defends the knight, of course, but I have the feeling that black has other options here also. Queen takes d5, for example, is another option that doesn't seem to lose material for black. And even knight takes d5, as risky as it sounds, might be playable, because, for example, after bishop takes knight, knight e3 is probably already creating some problems. I'm not saying this is good, probably this is much better. Yeah, knight c3 or knight f4, both of them hitting this guy. I don't know. No, that's not good. Yeah, okay, rook takes d5, or queen takes. I could try to move the queen to d4, but I'm not sure. Well, after rook takes d5 you cannot. No, I think d5 cannot work. No reason. And the pawn is perfectly placed here, and I think the knight is perfect on e5, and it makes a lot of sense. It has two threads. It has two strong threads, so it's probably the strongest move in the position. Let me see what the engine says. Maybe there's a way to just move the queen and attack this knight. The engine likes queen e1 and c3 and knight e5 and queen d2, likes every move, but it really likes knight here, but it also likes queen e1, queen c1, queen d2, yeah, all moves. It's +2 in every line. Okay, knight g4 was very suspicious. Maybe knight e4 makes more sense. But yeah, knight g4, and I think the game is over. Yeah, knight e4 loses on the spot, but I'm not sure if he has any other good move here. Maybe the engine already says +3 or something like that. No, +1.4, and knight e4 is the best move. Oh wait, then I might have missed something. Here. Exactly. This is losing for white. Ho ho! Look at this. Okay, I don't know if you saw the engine's suggestion, but there's a winning move for black here, and it's not so hard to find. So what my opponent did is terrible. It's losing on the spot, bishop h5, but black has a move to have an advantage, not to win immediately, but to have an advantage. So do you see it? I'm gonna grab a drink in the meantime. Do you see the winning move for black? He just takes with bury the bishop? No. No. You mean bishop takes f5? Bishop takes f5 loses to bishop takes f5, and the queen is lost. And there's no tricks here. So bishop takes f5. I saw that in the game, and I thought, okay, I'm winning because he can't take my knight. I'm threatening the rook, and I'm threatening these two checks winning the queen because the queen would be pinned. But all of these ideas, all of them lose to a very simple move. Okay, so for bishop takes back on f5 to work. No, bishop h5, that was his move, and it's terrible. It loses. That was the game. That was the game, and it loses on the spot. As shown in the game, I just took the rook, and I'm a rook up, basically. If he takes my queen, I take his queen with check, and then I take a piece on f3. And if he takes on h3, which he did, then I take back with the queen. So yeah, bishop h5 loses on the spot to knight takes h4. But if you think about it, all of my tricks here work for some reason. My tricks are bishop takes f5, that's one of them, knight e6 check, knight takes e7 check, because of the action of the bishop on h3. So all my tricks work because of my bishop on h3. So the easy way to refute this, and also the knight is attacking the rook, which is the other threat I have in the position. So all the threats I have are with the bishop on h3 plus the threat on this rook. So okay, move this rook out of the threat and take the bishop. All my tricks are killed with this move, and I'm losing 2 pieces for a rook, basically. Yeah, simple simple move that I missed, and my opponent also missed. No more tricks. I have to take the rook, let's say with the queen, and yeah, this is 2 pieces for a rook, and now I'm down in material. I have a pawn for the exchange. Oh sorry, I have what is that? I have rook and a pawn for knight and bishop, which is considered to be equal, but yeah, of course my king is exposed, my bishop is not good, black's king is safe, black has a lot of advantage in this position. I was lucky there, I was lucky. So knight takes f5 was a terrible move, and that's the reason why knight e4 was a good move. But of course we totally misunderstood this. So here, according to the engine, the best way is to take first with the bishop on f5, or just bring more pieces. But yeah, bishop takes f5. Had I seen the problem with rook takes h3, I probably had played this move. And okay, with this move I'm still a pawn up. Nothing special. He has to take. The queen is hanging, so he has to take, and then I can take, and yeah, whatever. Slight advantage, let's say, for me, although my king is weak. Okay, that was tough. That was tough. Let's try another blindfolded game. Now I can see you. I can. Sorry, I think you can follow the game. You will be able as soon as I refresh that board under my camera. Okay, no challenges. Rapid or classical, any rating, casual. No challenges here. There we go, 15 minutes. Okay, this is maybe too fast. 15 minutes, no increment. So, okay, maybe it's too fast for blindfolded, but we can try. And I'm white, so let's play e4. And now let me share with you the link. Edit com current. Oops, my bad. My keyboard doesn't want to work. Let me make another move. e45, let's play bishop c4. No! My opponent left. No, he didn't left. He didn't leave. Okay. Okay, I think now the command is correct. Current. But most importantly, if I copy the link and I go here, I can refresh the board under my face. So you can see it now. Okay, knight f6, d4. This is still theory, rules of gambit. I'm very familiar with this. I play it a lot. Yeah, Cameron, thanks. If you watch it on the stream, you see it on real time. If you watch it on Lichess, you will see it. It will not be matching my commentaries. It will have a delay. So if you prefer, you can just watch it on my stream, and the board under my face is going to be updated for you. Okay, so far I played this position in hundreds of games, but I already lost 1 minute of my time. Knight back to g8. Okay, then I'll take the pawn on d4. Initiative is better for you. Okay, okay. Queen e3. It's going to be, yeah, you have a delay. You're gonna have my commentaries like 20 seconds after I make the move. So up to you. Okay, knight c6. I'm gonna pre-move e takes d just in case. I have the bishop on c4 still. Knight h6, hinting at some knight g4. Okay, let's prevent it with knight f5 also. So if I go h3, knight f5, queen f4. Let's do h3. Knight f5. Okay, queen f4. And where's the knight going? If d5, I take d6 instead. Okay, that's another way to defend the knight. Let's go knight f3. I want to castle. In the stream I don't see nothing. You should be able to see a small board under my face with the real position. Hey Chips, how you doing, man? Bishop e7. So the knight's still on f5, the pawn on d6, the other pawn on e5. I have the bishop on f4. Do I have any tricks against f7? No, I don't. My queen is on f4 though. So what about something like g4? What's going on? What's going on with g4? Or bishop f7 first and then g4? That seems risky. Well, g4 seems also risky. How can he attack my queen? Anyway, it's not easy to attack on f4 unless he goes g5. Now that the bishop is on e7, g5 might be a move. So g4, g5. Wow, that's too crazy. This is tough now. I would love to go g4, but he goes g5. I also would love to castle, but he goes g5, maybe. But okay, I have my knight on f3, position is solid. Maybe I can go for the long castle. I have the knight on f3, so there's no g5. What am I saying? Okay, let's go for g4. I didn't realize, I just played knight f3 in the previous move. So there's no g5. Wow, d takes e5. Okay, now what to take with? I guess with the queen makes sense. If I take with the knight, I attack f7. So if I take with the knight, after g5 I have bishop takes f7. And then king f8. And my bishop on c1 is not hanging never. Okay, tough. This is tricky. This is the trickiest position for for blindfolded. I really want to play knight takes e5, but queen takes e5 also makes sense. Okay, knight takes e5 is more threatening. Let's see, knight takes e5, bishop e6 maybe. Queen takes f5 then. Crazy sacrifice that doesn't work. Knight takes e5, bishop takes e6. Sorry, bishop e6 is not possible because of pawn takes f5. I'm just missing my thread. My thread with g4 was the knight. Black knight is on c6. Oh, does black have a knight on c6? When did that happen? Okay, let me have a look at the moves. Yes, queen takes d4, knight c6, queen e3. Oh, I totally forgot about the knight. Thank you, Chips. I totally forgot about the knight on c6. Okay, that changes my ideas. Then queen takes e5 is not an option. Okay, knight takes e5. Yeah. You forgot it too, Cameron, but you're watching the board. I'm blindfolded. Well, I made this casual, so we're not cheating, but by you telling me. But okay. Wow, f6. Whoa. Whoa. f6. So knight f7 winning material. Knight takes c6 also winning material. Bishop f7 check. Not winning material. No, I think I'm gonna just trade on c6 and then take the knight on f5. f6. Wow. I'm gonna take on c6. 3 heads better than 1. Yeah. Yeah, I can see the list of moves, but I really forgot about knight c6, queen e3. It was this kind of tempo move. Because my queen ended up on f4, I forgot that the queen went via e3. The queen went from d4 to e3, then to f4. And that's because knight c6 was played. Anyway, after b takes c6, let's see if I have the position in my mind. So he has pawns on a7, c7, c6. F7, g7, h7, right? Yeah, the e pawn disappeared in the opening with e takes d4, and the d6 pawn took on e5, and I took it back. So my queen is on f4, the knight is hanging on f5, the pawn is on f6, not on f7. Okay, pawn is on f6. I'm gonna take the knight with the pawn. Okay, I'm gonna take first, and then I will try to think about the rest of the position. So I have rook on a1, the knight is still on b1, I have the bishop on c4, the bishop still on c1, king still in the center, but I played g4, so I probably want to castle long instead of short. But yeah, the knight and the bishop still there. Bishop d6, okay, that attacks my queen. And I have queen e4 check, for example. Yeah, I guess queen e4 check is a good move. c6 is hanging. With that push of f6, it's not easy to block this check, right? King f8, okay. I can take on c6. I don't feel like it. Castling long, maybe not such a great long-term plan anyway, because he has the b file opened. Is queen d5 a move? No, the pawn is still here. Oh. Okay, bishop e6, then bishop b7. I don't know. What's his threat anyway? I don't see any threats, so I think I'm gonna keep developing with knight c3. Let's do it. Knight c3, then let's bring this bishop out, maybe to f4 to trade it, maybe to e3. We'll see. And I have pawns here on g4 and h3. Is that of any use? No, on f5. I have the pawn on f5. So the g file is opened. Bishop b7. Now I can go queen e6 then. Okay, let's sneak in. He has to defend against the mate. Probably allow the queen trade. And this has no increment, so I should be playing... Probably need to speed up at some point. Bishop d2 or bishop e3? Actually, this knight... Knight e4... c5 might be a threat. So I'm gonna castle. Not sure if taking with the pawn. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have that pawn there. King e7. The pawn is defended, and I can bring a rook also. I have the knight here. I wanted to play knight e4 though. I don't know. Let's bring the bishop out. Bishop e3. Now this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be fast and blindfolded. Bishop c8, more or less attacking the pawn. Let's go rook e1 to try to defend it in an indirect. How to say this? My words. Where are my words? So if he takes, I move the bishop on e3, and I think his bishop is hanging. That's my point. Tactically, defend it tactically. Rook b8, attacking this guy over here. Have this knight here. This guy is here still. Let's play b3. This is hanging on a7 now. a5, not hanging anymore. Let's play a4 to have a clear structure. I have a clear structure in my mind now. Knight here, bishop here, bring the other rook. Bishop b4, pinning and attacking the knight. So I need to do something. For example, bishop d2, hinting at some knight d5 at some point. Also knight e4, just to trade. The bishop is really well defended on b4. So I guess knight d5 is never a threat. Camarón, I'm from Spain, and I'm from Galicia. I'm from Santiago de Compostela. Rook e8, okay. Knight e4, and try to trade that, or maybe rook e1 first. Yeah, let's bring the other rook. Let's make Morphy proud. King back to f8, okay, so he's escaping. I could try f4, f5. Isn't that funny? Now let's first try to trade the dark square bishops. The dark square bishops. Knight e4. I'm not sure if I have to remove this or... Wow, bishop takes e6. I didn't see that move. So bishop takes b4 check. King f7. Whoa. He proposes a takeback. So was that a mouse leap, or... I mean, king f7 cannot be a mouse leap. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. This is casual. A takes b4. Okay, makes sense. So he has the rooks on e8 and b8. Knight, bishop, bishop. I think I'm gonna trade bishops and play knight c5. That's probably the easiest. Piece up, threatening knight e7 check. I'm not sure if I have the pawn structure of the king side clear, but I have pretty clear the pawn structure of the queen side. That a pawn, I'm gonna start running with it. Rook d8, that's a fork that he's allowing to me. Yay! Okay. Nice. Let's see the game. Let's see if how horribly did I blunder in this game. I was very close to blundering, and I think each chips stopped me from doing it. I have a 15 plus 15 challenge from a 1700 guy called Clone130004. Clone, if you're watching the stream, I dare accepting your challenge, and I think 15 plus 15 is okay, but please send it casual. Send it casual, because I'm doing blindfolded here, and I might receive some help from the chat from time to time. So if you make it casual, I take your challenge. Yeah, it chips. You can send me a challenge. Why not? Okay, let's see the game. So e4, e5. So up to this point, still theory. Now here the best move for black is d5, as far as I know. Okay, knight back there is normal. Okay, Clone, I see your challenge now. Let me first finish with this game, and then I'll take it. So queen takes d4. Yeah, queen takes d4 is okay. Knight there, queen e3. Knight here. Interesting. And yeah, I could go g4 here immediately, couldn't I? Nah, defending on e5, I guess it's okay. Quick question, does the game look familiar when you look at it now? Yes, this was the position I had in mind, more or less. But I missed the knight. I didn't remember the knight on c6 until you said it. So here I thought I had these two moves, queen takes and knight takes. Yeah, more or less the position in my mind was like this, but with the knight back on b8, which is yeah. So knight takes, okay. f6, f6 is such a terrible move. I mean, I think taking and moving this knight is normal. You thought I had, I was being very deep. Chips. No, because maybe with some piece here I might have some checkmate ideas on f7, but not here. Okay, knight takes, and here I win a piece. And yeah, from this point on, I think I had the position in my mind clearly. Yeah, bishop b7 allowing queen e6. And yeah, here with rook e1 I'm defending tactically, because if bishop takes, bishop moves, and or here, and the bishop is lost. Yes, this is blindfold broken. b3, a5, okay. Okay, this is normal. Rook d8 might have been probably better, because for example if rook d1 he might try this and take two rooks for the piece. I mean 2 pieces for the rook. Check. Yeah, here he did king f7 and asked for take back, okay. But yeah, this is, and this blunder. Okay, so let's take now clones challenge. My eyes are open. Yeah, but I can, let's accept this challenge. I can close my eyes. So I'm white, so I'm gonna play 1 e4, and I'm gonna copy now the link of the game. Edit.com. There you have the link to the game with the command current if you want to see it on Lichess, or if you want to see it without delay, I'm gonna show it right now under my face. Yeah, here under my face you have the position. So e4, e5. Let's repeat the opening. Bishop c4. How are you gonna play without pieces? You put pieces on the board, then blindfold yourself. No, I can blindfold myself if I had another person here doing the moves for me, but since it's not the case, I will have to use the blindfold mode in Lichess. So knight c6, okay, that gives me the chance to go for the king's gambit, and I'm gonna take it. Blindfolded king's gambit. I'm so crazy. Okay, and I have a challenge from Narit Blanca. Woo, that's unrated. Okay, Narit Blanca, if you're watching the stream, I'm doing blindfolded here, so I guess you are too strong for me, for blindfolded me. And also I'm not gonna take rated challenges in this session. d6, okay, e4, e5, bishop c4, knight c6, f4, d6. Okay, so knight f3. I'm just playing around, trying to make you forget the board. Okay, no problem. Actually, that's the challenge, to be able to do blindfold and talk with the chat at the same time. So I'm gonna look more at the chat now. KG, blindfold. This should come with parental guidance warning. Not for viewers under 18. Bishop g4. Bishop g4, so I think it's time to play c3 to prevent any issues with my knight on f3. Okay, c3. No, Roken! No, that was a terrible joke! You open your mouth and now... Hey, Damafe! David Martinez. What would my rating be if I only played Blindfold? I don't know. Not this one, definitely not this one I have. I don't know, 200 points less? I don't know. I could probably create one account only for Blindfolded. Okay, knight f6. So I have this center here. The pawn is on d6 and on e5, and knight on c6. Bishop on g4, pinning my knight on f3. My bishop is on c4. Knight f6 is attacking the pawn on e4, so I'm gonna defend it with the queen. Queen e2. I have the pawn on c3, preparing d4. I can play d4 for the moment being, especially after queen e2. So no, and I also don't play a lot of blindfolded, so yeah, I don't know. It's a tough question actually to answer, because most people when we play chess we really play blindfolded in a way. I mean, we can check for the board position every move, but really when we are calculating or trying to think what's going to happen, you do that blindfolded. So it's a what I mean is it's a normal process during the chess play. So maybe there are out there very good blindfolded players that never tried blindfolded before. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a general rule that says, okay, everyone is worse at blindfolded than at regular chess. Sometimes on an over-the-board game I get confused by the pieces. I'm calculating a line and I miss the position of a piece because I'm watching at the board that is not the position I'm analyzing. Anyway, queen e2, h6. h6 seems too slow, and I think that gives me the chance to play h3 or castle. Castle. He has this here, so there's never a bishop c5 check that has to worry me. h6. What's the idea of h6? g5 might be the idea in the future, but the bishop is on g4. Let me play. Yeah, h3 or castles. h3 or castles. Let's castle. h6 is deep, yeah. Because he didn't take on f4 yet. Maybe it's a mouse leap for h5. Well, I'm castling into it, so be my guest. Play h5, h4, crash me. So yesterday I did simul, a couple of simuls, and today I'm doing blindfolded. So the next logical step is to play blindfolded simuls, but for that I really need some other person helping me. And I'm joking, I'm not gonna do it. But last summer I met Timur Gareyev, who currently has the world record, the Guinness record, of maximum amount of blindfolded games in a simul. I think he had 48 games at that time blindfolded. That was, well, that's superhuman. Do a blindfold simul spotting pieces, that makes you as good as Morphe, guaranteed. Yeah, what would be nice, and I don't know if someone did that, is blindfolded simul with variants, with Lichess variants. Okay, he finally took on f4, and the immediate automatic reply to that is d4, so I'm not even going to think. I need to prevent any 95 ideas. Okay, so he defends with g5. That was his idea. So I see this structure, I see this structure, and this starts to feel like a king's gambit. My bishop is on c4. Okay, let's play h3. h3 has to be played. Black has to decide what to do with the bishop. And I still have my knight on b1, my bishop on c1, right? Yeah, 48, that was too many. he did not yoga. He did something to focus. We see 3 pawns at the left of the screen. What? Okay, sorry. I